intense.
My anxiety is going up listening to him.
Hey, I got Joe. Joe is actually getting Jack Dorsey to ban people on his behalf.
Holy
Jack
fuck.
Dorsey is an enemy of the state and freedom of America.
Remember when Will Ferrell did that Weekend Update thing where he couldn't control the tone of his voice?
Yes. That or
a little bit softer now.
He also reminds me of, remember the retarded guy that used to do the weather stuff?
Yes.
Big giant storm coming right now to Portland, Oregon.
Brian Regan. He's doing the Brian Regan.
Jack Dorsey is an enemy of the Free State Republic.
Red-pilled Brian Regan.
Joe Rogan is just a tool of the Jews.
Oh,
the
really?
Jews are using him, the deep state. It's the deep state Jews.
I hear what you're saying, red-pilled Brian Regan, but what about the 6 million people that died during the Holocaust?
Well, what about the people who died in the USS Liberty? What? The USS Liberty. Nobody ever says it. They say the USS Cole, but they don't say the USS Liberty.
Now, why do you think that is, red-pilled Brian
Because
Regan?
of the Jews.
Oh, okay. Well, I should have guessed that.
Because the goddamn Jews controlled the banks.
Sorry. Hey, guys, come on, man.
Or still, when people started accusing Joe of deleting some of the top comments on the video, calling him out for being a jellyfish. One of those comments was from me, breaking down exactly why Alex got banned.
That just seems like a bunch of Talmudic hand-rubbing to me. If you ask me, Brian Regan, the red-pilled one.
Now, red-pilled Brian Regan, how much money do we give to Israel every year?
We give them $3.8 billion a year.
And don't you think that since they're our greatest ally, maybe they helps us out in the Middle East?
Prager Jew says we don't give them enough. Don't forget the 6 Gorillion. Sorry, that's not, guys, that's not cool.
That's not funny. Brian Regan is very clean comic,
He's a very
actually.
clean comic, and that's not how Brian Regan is.
That's not how he talks.
My apologies to Brian Regan.
Okay. Jesus.
Which I'll get into in a moment in case you don't know.
And don't even get me started on dual citizenship.
Now, what's dual citizenship, Brian?
All these congressmen have dual citizenship.
Oh, yeah?
They give money to Israel and they're citizens of Israel. Because they want to protect Israel. Because they want to protect their ethno-state. Because the only people who can't have an ethno-state are white people.
JB says, I'm with the SPLC. Please shut it down.
Why does the SPLC have a list of the declining white population on their wall? Why are they tracking declining white birth rates?
I'm assuming you saw that documentary, Red Pill Brian Regan. I'm assuming you saw the SPLC.
Alt-right age of rage, my ass. I was in Charlottesville. We were attacked by Antifa. Can you imagine Brian Regan? I was there. I saw them throwing bottles. Sorry. You really gotta fucking grow up. Stop with the cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
All right, relax, guys. Take this seriously, okay?
People who saw my comment vanish.
Now that's all I hear when Mark Dice talks.
Started reposting the gist of it, along with a note that said it was my supposed deleted comment, calling Joe out for allegedly deleting the comments. But that's actually not the case. In Joe's defense, because we're after the facts here, he did not delete the comment. It looks like what happened is the YouTube algorithm buried it under many
it
pages.
didn't. No, it didn't, Joe. No, Mark. Don't let this little faggot off the hook. They shadow banned us, Mark.
And then unshadow banned you guys.
You and me, Mark. Peas in a pod. You gonna betray me like this, Mark?
On the day of his daughter's wedding?
Pages of the other newer comments, despite mine being, at the time, the most thumbed up. So I reposted it along with a note saying it was a repost, and then that got a couple thousand thumbs up and rose to the top. And as you can see here, the algorithm has shifted, or at least on my screen, you can see my original comment is there along with the repost. It's no surprise that YouTube's algorithm doesn't want me to have a top thumbed up comment on a video, so it just dumped it down the memory hole. But Joe had...
It wasn't YouTube.
It wasn't YouTube.
It wasn't YouTube.
Stop letting him off the hook, Mark, you fucking boomer. Just because you don't understand how YouTube works.
Yeah.
I don't get how the comment algorithm works. Then don't comment on
it. Spirit of Longthorn says, new sub here from Liverpool, UK, and fucking bits here. Good work, fellas.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Don't get raped by a Muslim.
Yeah, don't get caught with a butter knife on you.
Yeah, don't. Seriously. Fuck the queen.
Had nothing to do with it. He posted on his Instagram acknowledging the major backlash.
What?
You just can't get over how he talks.
He's just always screaming at you.
Posted on his Instagram acknowledging the major backlash and sort of apologized, but said,
Sorry about Uncle Mark. He had a grenade go off near him. He was in the first Iraq War. He just doesn't hear good.
He's not good, yeah.
I asked the questions I wanted to ask, and although his answers on some of them were vague, I felt I got out of him whatever I was going to get without being too confrontational. After the growing outrage over his weakness or incompetence, he posted a follow-up message saying that Jack Dorsey has agreed to come back on the show, and he asked people about what kinds of questions he should ask next time. Joe was either being a coward and was afraid to rock the boat, or is just way out of his league. And maybe he should stick to talking about things that he knows something about, like fighting or smoking bongs. Here he is responding to the criticism, saying
funny.
he just doesn't know why Alex Jones was banned. He's too busy to keep up with these kinds of things.
I think it's way more complicated. I think it's an insane business to run. And I don't think he really knew why Alex Jones was banned or why anybody else was banned. I don't think he really knew. I think he's dealing with a giant corporation, and he's a young guy.
Bro, when someone that high profile gets banned and makes headlines like it did, the CEO is definitely briefed about what happened, if not personally involved in the decision. Jack just doesn't know what happened. The company's just too big, and that's not his responsibility. So listen up, Joe, you
God, I don't like him either.
I like Mark Dice.
He keeps screaming at me. I'm anxious.
He's passionate.
moron, and unblock me on Twitter, by the way. What happened was Alex Jones confronted CNN's Oliver Darcy in the halls of Congress, outside of Jack Dorsey's congressional testimony.
That is what
because
happened.
Oliver Darcy was the one who was
Oliver Dorsey.
literally
Oh,
lobbying.
Darcy's a joke. She's a Shabbos guy. She's doing their bidding.